Hello, my students. How are you? I hope that all of you are right. Your teacher Tamara is with you today again to explain you reported questions. Okay? In the previous lessons, previous videos that I posted on my channel on YouTube, I explained reported speech statements for you. And as you remember, I explained that with every single details that you need to know about reported speech. I also defined reported speech and told you about changes that we need to follow. Here I want you to know that we have four types of changing, or let's say four types that I can use it in reported speech: statements, questions, commands, and suggestions. For me, for our class, it's great. We are going to explain question and commands. Okay, we already explained statements or reported speech statement. كيفكم يا حلوين؟ إن شاء الله تكون أموركم تمام. إحنا شرحنا طبعا بالفيديوهات الماضية والحصص الماضية عن الريبورتد سبيتش، وكنت اوريدي أنا شارحته بالصف وحاكي عنه، بس اليوم رح نبلش إن شاء الله بالريبورتد كويستشن، وبدي إياكم تعرفوا إنه نفس التحويلات اللي استخدناها بالتنسز واللي pronouns، وسواء كانت بالتايم اكسبريشن رح ناخدها بالكويستشنز، بس رح ناخد بطريقة سريعة مراجعة by giving an example about reported statement. رح ناخد one example about it، ورح نراجع. We are going to revise the changes that we have to do when we change from direct into indirect or reported speech. Okay, I hope that you watched the previous lessons in a very good way, and you just memorize it inside your mind. Beside, I hope that you understand every word that I have said before. بتمنى انه تكونوا فهمتوا الفيديوهات الماضية وحضرتوها وحفظتوا الاشياء المطلوب منكم حفظها، وتكونوا فهمتوا القاعدة وفهمتوا الكونسبت بشكل عام لقاعدتنا شو بيحكي. خلينا بس نعمل quick revision for the changes that we are going to follow when we change from direct into indirect أو reported speech. خلينا نراجع بس بسرعة بشكل سريع. طبعا هذا just examples، يعني خلينا ناخذ هي some of the changes, not all of the changes. I explained all of the changes in previous lessons or previous videos. Okay, أنا راجعتكم بكل شيء قبل وحكيت لكم عنه من قبل وحكيناه. For example, if I have a direct present simple statement, present continuous, present perfect, past simple, present simple changed into past simple, present continuous change into past continuous, present perfect change into past perfect, simple past also changed into past perfect, will change into would, can, could, must, had to, may, might, and so on, etc. And I want you to know also that all the changes we follow, all the steps, not all of it exactly, but most of the changes and most of the steps that we followed in the previous lessons when we explained direct and indirect speech, we are going to follow some of these steps in reported question. يعني أغلب الخطوات اللي اتبعناها بالتشينجز والتغييرات في واستخدام الريبورتنج verbs في الستيتمنت لما شرحنا الافيرماتيف والنيجاتيف في حالة الريبورتد سبيتش، أو بالأصح الافيرماتيف لأنه أنا قلت لكم إنه النيجاتيف سيم تقريبا. رح نتبعها هلأ، بعض منها رح ناخده، وخصوصي التشينجز رح نستعمله مع الريبورتد question. أنت الباك شيفت رح تعمله برضه من الدايركت question، بالاندايركت question بدك تعمل باك شيفت، نفس المبدأ. يعني ال present simple question بده يتحول ل past simple، وال past continuous بده يتحول ل past perfect continuous إلى آخره. Now let's move to time expressions and place changes. As I told you in the previous lessons that we have some time expressions or some words that we should change from direct. When we have it in direct sentence, we should change it in or exchange it with another word in indirect speech or reported speech. For example, like today, that day, tomorrow, the following, or the next day, yesterday, the previous, and now, then, here, there, this, that, these, those, next year day, etc., the following year day, etc. last year day, the previous day, year, and so on, tonight, that night, and ago, before. Okay, so also we have changes in the pronouns, and it depends on the sentence or the question that I'm talking about or I'm changing. okay. برضو حكينا انه في عنا تغيير ب some pronouns، وخصوصي لما انا بدي احول من direct ل indirect، بيعتمد على السبيكر. who's the speaker I'm talking about، who، عن مين انا بحكي وكلام مين انا بدي انقله. Look at this example. Okay, and I want you just to I want to revise you and make a quick revision about reported statement. Look at the structure. When I have when I want to transfer or change from direct into indirect, I should follow the following. As I told you, the first point or the most important point is using the suitable reporting verbs. And the most common reporting verbs in reported statements are said and told. Said and told. First, if I want to say she said, Ahmed said, Ruba said, Sally said, Jack said, you need to know, no need to follow it by pronouns. Okay? I don't have to put objective pronouns. But if I want to say, someone said to me, Sally said to me, so after said you should put to، بنحط to، بعدين شو بنحط اللي هو الobjective pronoun. When I want to use, or when we have the, or you want to say he told, you cannot say he told that. No, you should, or told should always followed by an objective pronoun. An objective pronoun. Okay? Or maybe noun. I may say Sally told Ahmed, or Sally told mom, Sally told the teacher. Then we have the direct sentence, which we are going to change it. After that we put the sentence, but not the same sentence, not the exact word. ما بنحط نفس الجملة ولا مثل ما هي, but with it changes. Okay? My brother will meet his girlfriend tomorrow, Andy told Susan. Or my brother will meet his friend tomorrow. Okay, Andy told Susan. Andy told Susan that his brother. So Andy is talking about his brother. My brother changed to his because Andy is talking about his brother. لاحظ انه انا الماي تحولت لهز. اوكي، وهي طبعا احنا بنسميها introductory part. Andy told Susan that. This is what we call it introductory part، اللي هي المقدمة اللي دائما بتكون موجودة لإلك وانت بتكمل فيما بعد. that مثل ما حكيت لك optional. If you put it, it's okay. If you don't, برضو it's okay. So I can say Annie told Susan his brother would meet his girlfriend the following day. اوكي، يعني انا ممكن استخدم انه احكي لك انه that و without that. لاحظ انه حولنا الماي لهز، تمام، والwill اتحولت we change will to what. الverb 1 remains verb 1. his girlfriend remained the same, and tomorrow it changes into what, into the following or the next day. This part of sentence we call it sentence with a change. So this sentence here we call it introductory part. This is the introductory part, and this is the sentence with the changes. يعني هذا المقدمة أو الجملة الجزء المقدمة، وهذا بنسميه sentence with the changes أو sentence with التشينج اللي لازم نتبعها، اللي هي التغييرات اللي أنا لازم أتبعها لما أحول من direct sentence إلى indirect. Here are our lesson for today. Questions. Okay. What do you mean by the word question? In Arabic, it means سؤال. In English, it means, or let's say question, it's a kind of or we can say it's a group of words that we use it to make a question and ask someone something. When I want to ask you about something. And in reported speech, we are going to talk about two types of these questions. The first type is yes and no question, and the second type is WH question. I'm sorry if my definition wasn't that much good, but I tried my best. طبعا إذا إحنا اليوم بدنا نحكي عن ال questions، وبدي أحكي لك إنه إحنا عنا نوعين بالمبني I'm sorry. بالنسبة الكلام المباشر والمنقول بالكويستشن أو السؤال المباشر والسؤال المنقول بيكون عندك اللي هو اليس نو كويستشن والدبليو اتش كويستشن. اليس نو كويستشن طبعا لما انت بدك تحكي عن سؤال تسأل بدك تعطيني إجابته بيس أو نو. ال WH question هو بيحتاج منك إجابة informative questions بنسميهم informative questions لأنه بتطلبوا منا information وبتطلب إنه أنا أحكي إجابة كاملة صحيحة بكل ما للكلمة من معنى. تمام شباب؟ الانفورماتيف questions مثل الكويستشنز اللي احنا عادة بنستخدمها when we want to put questions on a text paragraph or comprehension, or you want to ask someone something and you need information about the thing that you are asking for. I make a zoom here to make it clear for you how to change from direct yes no question into indirect. The structure is like the following. This is the structure. We use subject, asked, and F, sentence with the changes. Okay. This is the most common form. This is the most common form that we can use when we transfer from direct question into indirect question. We have, as I told you, if you want to put the introductory part, you should put the subject, the someone, it means someone, maybe a name, noun, or maybe it could be a pronoun, okay? So this is the subject. We have no problem with it. But look at this reporting verbs. Asked is one of the reporting words that we are going, or reporting verbs that we are going to use in indirect questions. Okay, in statement, we said that we have two reporting questions, and we said also they are the most common reporting questions, but it means we have two reporting verbs in statements, and they are very common to use, said and told, as I explained before. But reporting verbs that I'm going to use in direct and indirect question, it could be asked, or wanted to know, or wondered. So we have three reporting verbs that we could use them, okay, when we want to transform from direct question into indirect. إذا عندي أنا 3 أفعال بقدر أستخدمها بحالة التحويل من السؤال المباشر إلى السؤال المنقول أو غير المباشر، اللي أنا طبعا بحطها بالintroductory part اللي أنا بسميه either باخد asked وهو طبعا very common، باخد برضه wanted to know، وبقدر أستخدم كمان wondered. We use after asked or wanted to know or wondered F or whether. F or whether. Whether it is just less common than F. The most common is F to use when I want to transfer from direct into indirect. يعني لما أنا بدي أحول من direct إلى indirect باليس no question بستخدم ال F, then sentence with the changes. Okay, you may say, teacher, this is a question. This is not a sentence. Oh, I would tell you, dear, we change the question into a sentence. Whenever you change a question or direct a question into indirect, you change it as a sentence. So the auxiliary verb in the question we just omit it, and the question mark we omit it and use it as a sentence. Use it as a sentence. إذا رح تحكي لي أنت إنه طب يا مس هذا سؤال، طب أنا كيف السؤال بده أنا بعد ال F أو ال introductory part أجي أنا أحكي لك أحوله لجملة؟ طب كيف بيزبط هذا الحكي؟ رح أحكي لك يا مس إنه أنا رح أحذف أداة السؤال اللي هي ال auxiliary verb، مثل مثلا does, did, do, have, has، ورح أحوله لإيش؟ رح أحولها لجملة، وإشارة السؤال طبعا اللي هي ال punctuation mark بنعتبرها أو ال question mark رح أحذفها، ما رح تضل، رح يتم حذفها. وطبعا ما بخليها بما إنه أنا حذفتها بصفي عندي subject والverb فبتتحول ل sentence. Let's see or let's look at this example to make the idea more clear for you. خلينا ناخد نظرة على هذا الإكزامبل. خلينا نخلي الفكرة أوضح بالنسبة لإلك. Have you ever traveled abroad? Have you ever traveled abroad? Mary asked me. Mary asked me. So, notice the following. Always direct statements, direct questions, always comes in what? Direct statement or direct question always comes in punctuation mark. Punctuation marks. This what we put the direct speech inside it. This mark, don't forget it. This is the quotation we call punctuation mark. It means quotation marks. Quotation marks. So we have a quotation marks. Quotation marks. These two, as you can see, before have and after the question mark, we call it punctuation marks. Okay, sorry for missing some words, but sometimes when I get so hurry at explaining and so on, I forgot some words and it becomes just messy. So إذا حكينا يا مس دايما سواء كانت الجملة المباشر، يعني الكلام المباشر، أو هو اللي بنحكيه كلام الشخص نفسه، أو السؤال المباشر، دائما تأتي بين اللي هي بنسميها إحنا الكوتيشن مارك، اللي هي علامات التنصيص. علامات التنصيص دايما بتحتوي على كلام الشخص نفسه. يعني حتى باللغة العربية لما بتيجي انت بتشوف اشي منصص بعلامات التنصيص، معناته انه بتم نقله حرفيا الكلام كما هو وليس كلام منقول. اوكي، او السؤال مثل ما هو. So the example here is a question, yes or no question. Have you ever traveled abroad? Okay, first step, when I have, has, is, are, okay, I want to make back shift, right? Even if I have does, did, do, whatever. So the back shift in tense is very necessary. إذا الخطوة الأولى إنك أنت بدك تحدد الزمن، صح؟ ولما بيكون عندي أنا have, has، ببلش السؤال ب have, has, does, do, did إلى آخره. This is what we call it auxiliary verb. يعني هون هو أداة سؤال، ما له علاقة إنك أنت لما تغير للتنس تقولي طب ما إحنا حذفنا الهاف، ما إحنا حذفنا الهاز، كيف حولناها لهاد؟ لا، أنا بحول بالتنسز. يعني أنا هون عندي التنس اللي هو present perfect simple بتحول للpast perfect simple. أوكي، خلينا نمشي step by step. First step introductory part. Introductory part. The introductory part اللي هو Mary asked me. Mary asked me. She asked me. So this is a question for me. إذن هذا السؤال لإلي. طبعا أنا بالامتحان أو بالكويز بعطيك subject مع asked. أوكي، أو wondered أو wanted to know. دايما asked بيجي وراها object pronoun. wondered ما بيجي وراها object أو noun أو إشي. wanted to know تيجي زي ما هي وبحط F وراها مباشرة. So Mary asked me if or whether. As I told you, we can use if and whether. But as I told you before, whether is less common and if is the very common to use in indirect question. So Mary asked me if I. Okay, so you would tell me, teacher, why did you change you to I? Oh, I would tell you that because Mary asked me. This question was for me. It wasn't for someone else. But if I said Mary asked Harry, Mary asked Harry if he. So I use he in the sentence because of what? Because she asked Harry, not me. إذا أنا بدي أعتمد. أنا لما بدك تيجي تقول لي يا مس هلا مثلا أنا حولته وتحولت بعد الإف، إجي بدي أحط السبجكت. طيب شو السبجكت اللي بدي أحطه؟ طب ليه ما أحط يو؟ رح تقولي طب ليه حولتي لي إياها آي؟ رح أحكي لك يا مس لأنه أنا بعتمد هون بتحويلي للبروناون مثل ما حكينا من قبل على السبجكت وعلى الشخص اللي سأل أو توجه له السؤال أو اللي نقل الكلام أو لمين كان هذا الكلام منقول. تمام؟ So Mary asked me if I ومثل ما حكيت لكم هلا بعد السبجكت بعد الاف subject ودائما ما ننسى انه باليس نو question بتيجي بعد الانترودكتوري part F and the subject والsubject according to the who to the one who asked the question للشخص اللي سألني أو اللي سأل شخص ثاني. أوكي بعد هيك بعمل back shift to the tense. back shift to the tense يعني change in the tense. شو التنس الموجود عندي هون؟ present perfect simple directly بصير past perfect simple فبتصير if I had والever بتنزل الverb 3 من traveled برضه بضل مثل ما هو لأنه الهاد تاخد verb 3 abroad وفول ستوب. ليه؟ طبعا لأنه أنا قلت لك تحولت هون لسنتنس ولم تعد سؤال. So we have introductory part sentence with the changes in statement order يعني بتتحول السنتنس لترتيب orderها أو الأوردر لإلها sentence كجملة تحتوي على subject والverb والcomplement. اوكي سو انا حولت السؤال من direct question into indirect وبالdirect question لما انا بحوله من direct لindirect بستخدم الانترودكتوري بارت اللي هي الجزء التقديمي اللي هو بيحتوي على السبجكت والasked او wanted to know او wondered. بعد هيك في عنا F بعديها subject بعديها السنتنس change يعني بحول السؤال إلى جملة. I hope that you understand it. We are going to talk about more and more example and explain more and more example about yes or no question. But let's move now to WH question. It is totally different. In WH question, no need at all to use F or whether. But still, we use same reporting verbs like asked, wanted to know, wondered, and so on. Same introductory part, okay? Mary asked me, when have you traveled abroad? When have you traveled abroad? This is a question, right? Let's see how do we use or how do we change from direct WH question into indirect. خلينا نشوف كيف بنحول من الدايركت WH question إلى الindirect. Mary asked me, this is the introductory part. And then we put what? After the introductory part, we should put when or the WH word. Same WH word from the question. We just take it and put it in the indirect question. From direct to indirect, we put the WH word that we have in the direct question. يعني باخد ال WH word الموجودة بالسؤال وبحطها. After the WH word that I have in a question بعد ال WH word اللي موجودة عندي أنا بالسؤال أخذتها من سؤال المباشر ووضعتها بالسؤال الغير مباشر إذن هي حلت مكان مين؟ حلت مكان ال F وال whether. In WH question we don't use F or whether but we use the WH word. The WH word like when, who, whose, how long, and so on. Then after the WH word, we should put the subject because as I told you, the question is going to change into a sentence. Then you have to know the tense. What is the tense that I used in the above sentence? I used the present perfect, so I change it into past perfect. When I had traveled abroad. When I had traveled abroad. Full stop. So we omit the auxiliary verb and yes or no question. Okay, change the question into a sentence, change some pronouns if it's necessary to change it, change time expression if there is time expression to change, and change omit the WH, sorry, omit the question mark, omit the quotation mark and so on. احنا حذفنا باليس نو question اللي هو الauxiliary verb أداة السؤال، استخدمنا الانترودكتوري بارت اللي أنا حكيت لكم عنه، بعدين استخدمنا if أو whether، بعد الif والwhether إجا عندي subject، بعدين عملنا back shift للزمن، تحويل للزمن من مثلا مضارع بسيط إلى ماضي بسيط، بتحول من مثلا مضارع تام إلى ماضي تام وإلى آخره، وتحول السؤال إلى sentence. بال WH question بلشنا طبعا الانترودكتوري بارت كانت مع السبجكت والاسكت او الوندرد الى اخره، وما استخدمنا، ما بنستخدم اف. نتذكر انه احنا ما بنستخدم اف او whether بال WH question، ولكن بننزل ال WH word مثل ما هي بننزلها، تنزل مثل ما هي، وراها بحط السبجكت وراها بعمل تشينج للسنتنس، بحول السؤال لسنتنس وبكمل. اوكي please listen carefully to the all information that I have said. لما تحضروا الفيديو اسمعوا كتير منيح لكل معلومة أنا حكيت لكم إياها، وتأكدوا تماما إنه كل شي بسيط وسهل وما رح ياخد منك وقت كتير إذا أنت درست أول بأول وميزت إنه إحنا في عنا إشي مشترك في reported question و reported statement، إنه أنا التشينجز بالزمن دايما بتضل نفسها، يعني simple present بتتحول لا past simple، present continuous ل past continuous. في عندي كمان البروناونز حسب السبيكر أو حسب الكويشنر اللي هو اللي سألني السؤال، ونفس الشيء بالنسبة للتايم اكسبريشنز، بعضها بدي أحوله والبعض الآخر ما في داعي أحوله. See you إن شاء الله in next video with more examples to explain more and more about direct and indirect questions or reported questions. Thank you so much for listening. I hope to see you soon in next video إن شاء الله.